Phil, you're a fucking idiot. The desperation to ride a motorbike, whatever the weather, and the thought that it's going to make me feel so much better, which it probably will. I'll be moaning halfway up the M5 on how cold it is. Right, well, I'm not going to get back into the weekly uploads. The stress and pressure of that is what put me off it for a little while, but I do want to remember that this is my video diary that I keep for myself, so I need to keep doing something. Going to New York tomorrow. Nice little 4-day break. Somewhere new, somewhere off the bucket list. Very exciting, lots of things to see. Probably not enough time to see them, that's the only problem. I don't think it is icy at the moment. Let's see if I can figure out. 50, that's the engine temperature. 2 degrees, okay. So it's not actually freezing. It's just very, very cold. But I have so many layers on that I can barely feel it. I don't like corners in icy weather. Oh, it's dropped to 1 degree. Nice. It's weird how your mindset changes riding a bike when you're in ropey weather that you're not used to riding in. I mean, normally I'd go straight up the middle there and accelerate away. What I don't want to do on an uphill stretch is have to give it extra beans to pull away in ahead of the traffic and then find that actually there's a little spot of ice, or, you know, something a bit slippery, lose the back end, it's game over. It's weird how you'd think at the age of 51 I'd be more confident doing stuff like that, but unfortunately I'm one of these people that always has the what if thought in the back of my mind with everything. What if this happens, or what if that happens, and that prevents you from being, I don't know, lack of caution in many things, of many walks of life. I suppose people like MotoGP riders and, you know, even club racers, they don't have that niggling what if worry in the back of their mind, because if they did, they'd never take the next corner at the speed they do. Well, I thought I was going to be able to see a glorious sunrise this morning because it's supposed to be clear, but obviously the fog is on the mist, whatever this is, I don't know. Not sure what it is. Mist comes up, fog comes down, and I think that's the way it works. Fog is low cloud and mist is condensation, or the water vapour coming up from the ground as it heats. So I think it's probably fog, to be fair, low cloud. See, and this is why I don't do videos anymore, because I just talk bollocks. I even bore myself. 4 degrees, positively Mediterranean weather. Do you know what, every part of this LS2 helmet is amazing apart from one thing, and that's the wind noise. The wind noise is shocking. I don't know if I've got a faulty one, but I think it comes up through the sun visor debris firkin on the left hand side. It's only the left hand side that I get wind noise through, and that's where the slider for the visor is. I can only imagine that's what's causing the wind noise, but it's so loud, it's frustrating. You know what, one thing I really, really, really miss about the Benelli, and there are a couple of things because that bike is incredible, but one thing I really miss is the wind protection with the design and the screen of it. This screen here I've put on because with the slightly bigger touring screen, the buffeting around the helmet is unbearable. This kind of allows the wind to hit you in more of a full frontal facial rather than just on the top of the helmet, which is better. But on the Benelli now, I could probably have my visor up at 70 miles an hour and I've no issues whatsoever. That was the great thing about it, and I think it was a Givi screen or PUIG screen, I don't know, but it was amazing. The actual wind protection was fantastic. We might see a sunrise this morning. Get rid of some of this moisture off the screen. There we go, that's better, I can see. Middle lane hoggers really annoy me. It's one of those things, and there are many things that really annoy me, sadly. That's just a part of getting old, I think, but it's like, there's a perfectly good lane here, so why don't they pull over and use it? Technically, if I pass them slowly, I'm not actually breaking the law, because it's not undertaking. I'm passing on the left, because the traffic on the left is moving faster. I'm not breaking the speed limit. So I'm not breaking the law in any way, shape or form. However, it is frowned upon, and I don't like doing it. But why don't people use the lanes properly? Frustrates me. I can't see shit. Let's try and get rid of some of this moisture again. There we go. See, so now that I've pulled out to overtake this vehicle in front of me, have I undertaken that car that was in the wrong lane? I don't know. That's where it all gets a bit grey, isn't it? But if people use the lanes properly, there wouldn't be that greyness. It'd be black and white. Oh, it's clearing. It's clearing. Oh. By the power of Grayskull, a sunrise. Well, good morning, Mr. Orange. And how are you today? Are you going to bring warmth and joy to so many? Happiness and glory? And a general air of well-being. Soak up that vitamin D. It's only a half day today. Finish at lunchtime and then we're off to Heathrow this afternoon. Night in a Premier Inn. The anxiety is really kicking in now. I get anxious about stuff like this. Anxious about, you know, will the car make it there? Are we going to break down? Is the hotel and car park booking that I made right? Is it the same right dates? I worry about all sorts of stuff. I double and triple check because I have no confidence in my ability to do stuff like this. I worry about the flights, you know, going through security. That's a really anxious time for me. I'm sure, like many other people, going through security at an airport is really worrying because you always feel like you're, I don't know, treated like a criminal before you prove otherwise, and I don't like that. And then the flight doesn't worry me. I'm not afraid of flying, never have been. I get bored when I'm flying. I'd rather 6 hours of takeoff and landings, which is the only part of the flight that's of any interest to me. And then there's the airport. You then got to deal with security the other side, baggage claim, you know, did the bags go on the plane, that sort of thing. And then trying to get to the hotel in one piece. Is the hotel booking correct? This is all these things create so much anxiety, probably for so many people, and I'm one of them. Maybe it's that what if chip that I've got stored in the back of my brain again. What if this has happened? What if that has happened? What if this hasn't been booked? I'm the sort of person that will actively not do something because of the anxiety it creates to do it, and that's really stupid and sad, I know. Right, this is the danger zone coming down here now, and I'll explain why. It's a horrible piece of road going around this roundabout because for no more than one major reason is you've got blind spots going around the roundabout. People get around the other side and they have no idea what lane they should be in. So what happens is they cut from that lane over to this lane halfway around the roundabout, and if you're in this lane they generally just cut you up and take you out. So it is a unpleasant roundabout. It's even worse when you can't see anything. There we go, that's better. Yeah, so what happens, they get about here, they realise they're in the wrong lane, and they just pull out into this lane, and will gladly take out motorcyclists or anything else that's in the way. Can't help thinking people that dress like that in their high-vis jacket with their lapels, their white helmet, driving their GS1000, all want to look like policemen. I mean, maybe he is a policeman, he's undercover, or maybe he's a policeman and he's on his way to work, I don't know. But there are a lot of people, and those ones that wear the polite vests, they just need a cattle bolt to the forehead, they really do. Because you're just trying to impersonate a police officer, which A, is illegal, for a start, but also it's just shit. And here we are, work, sweet work. The reason I get up in the morning. So I think there's only like a day of good weather this week, and this is it. So it's nice to make the most of it, ain't it? It's weird doing this because I want to keep this up as a video diary, but I'm literally talking to myself, as opposed to usually when I'm talking on a vlog and talking to other people or expecting it to be listened to by other people. But I don't know whether I'm going to actually release this out. I don't know whether we can make it live, I just don't know. I don't know where my head's at right now, to be fair. It was very clear to me that I was riding the bike to be able to carry out a vlog, and that's not what my plan is. I wanted to make vlogs while I rode the bike, but it became the vlog was the more important part. So that's why I kind of took a break from it to see where I stand with it. Still not sure. I want to enjoy riding bike predominantly, and anything else will come as an extra rather than being a necessity. I feel like I'm under pressure to keep up a schedule. I'm not sure what the temperature is now, but it feels really nice. Let's have a look. 14 degrees! My goodness! That is amazing! I love these corners up here, but I love them more when there's no traffic in front of me. It's a lovely little S-bend coming off the motorway. Awesome surface, but not really able to get the most out of them today. Never mind.